A minute to notify. As I'm waiting for that, I wanted to real quick shout out to my friend Sasha Shilcutt. She was a guest on the Impact Driven Leader podcast a couple times now. And just in the last few weeks, she released this book, Brave Boundaries. If you're able to pick it up, the byline says strategies to say no, stand strong, and take control of your time. Very great great content, very great content. Let me put my adjectives and adverbs where they need to be. Great content, and I hope you guys are able to check that out. Check out the podcast that Sasha and I put together in her organization, Brave Enough. So wanted to kick off, say that this morning. Thanks for being here. Excited to get going. If you're on a platform that shows you the caption, great. If not, I'll walk you through it, lead you through it. Today, what I want to go over is a couple pieces. The first one is structure allows for freedom. Before I get there, Bo, what's up? How you doing, man? Hope you're good. Glad that you're checking in and as well commenting. So structure allows for freedom. Now, I've been reading about this, I've studying it. It's something that I've had this ideology. I have a pretty structured routine. My morning, my day is very structured to a point. It's structured to allow me the freedom to know when I can, make adjustments or pivots that I need. And what I've learned is its structure and its understanding of that structure that then allows you to break the rules of that structure. But if you don't have it, then you have no idea what rules you can and can't break. Structure allows for freedom. So if you understand the structure, the basis of it, that allows you the opportunity to actually pivot and break the rules, maybe break the rules that are confining you. Structure allows for freedom. The next thing is your head in the sand. And I was visiting with some people yesterday. I was, just chatting, and we were talking about this, like, do we understand what's going on in the world? Or have we chosen to just kind of ignore it? Whether that is policy, whether that is economy, whether that's in business, whatever your business may be, have we hoped it would just turn and go away? Or have we been willing to read, and perceive and understand deeper what's going on and say, okay, I need to prepare for that. Now, some organizations right now may be preparing for growth. Some other organizations or peoples or leaders may have to, consider, what are we going to do in a period of stagnation, right? What are we going to do through this process of maybe we're not going to have the sales we once had. Maybe we're not going to have the distribution we once had, or maybe we're going to have to confront that we have a lot more volume that's going to move. And have we prepared for it? Or is your head in the sand? Meaning, I'll just keep doing what I've done every day and it'll just work itself out. I believe it'll work itself out, but usually not in your benefit. You just don't end up somewhere. You don't get lucky by chance. You get lucky by action, that you happen to be in the right place at the right time. The next thing I want to share with you is, what have you said no to in the past that you need to consider today? Maybe it was a job opportunity. Maybe it was an investment. Maybe it was a pivot in your career. Maybe it was just pruning. I'll talk about that in a second. But what have you said no to in the past? Maybe you need to say, yes to some things, or maybe you need to say, instead of like, no, I'm not going to stop doing that. Maybe it's time to stop doing that. And that ties into my last piece today, which is my thought of the day. I want to share this with you. Is there something in your life that needs pruning? It's the fall here in North America. It's the fall here in the Pacific Northwest, and it's showing up. And we have a fair amount of landscaping plants at our house. And I've noticed that there's a lot of them that have really grown well over this summer. And it's a process where I need to go out and prune and shape them. And what I've realized, there are times and places in my life that I need to stop and say, ooh, what do I need to prune? And so this is a thought for me today of what activities, what daily things am I doing that I need to prune? I need to say, you know what? That's not serving me. Or maybe if I cut back there, it's actually going to allow for better performance. I remember years ago, I was in my early 20s. And when I first started working out, I thought, I'm just going to work out more and harder and spend more time. And then I got busy from a career point of view. And so I started working out only 4 days a week. And what I found is I actually had better results when I worked out less. There's an area in your life that you probably need to prune. Less is more. What is it? And where can you cut back to actually get and achieve more? I hope you got value from that today. Thanks for being here. Hope you come back and join me tomorrow, and have a good one.